Okay, here we are. Hope you can hear me because we got back to poolside, move like Jagger. Yeah, I imagine you can hear me. So, didn't plan to run in the sun again today, but for one reason or another the alarm didn't go off at 6:15. So yeah, rather begrudgingly, yeah, I had to set out at 10:30 in the morning, which was difficult. But it was kind of a lesson. I mean, even last night, hi Joanne, we're having a great time. Yeah, so it was even last night going to bed. I thought, it was day 3. I've run 3 times in a row before, obviously, but to tell you the truth, not for quite a while. And it was as if my body was going, really, you're going to go running again? So I had to think, okay, well, how am I going to make sure I go tomorrow? I'm definitely going to go tomorrow. So I did little tricks which can help anyone out there who's doing the challenge or thinking of doing the challenge. If you are going to bed and you're not really into it, hey Chris, this might be advice for you, mate, if you're getting a little bit tired. Day 3 coming up for you. Yeah, anyway, so I laid out all my stuff to start off. Laid out all my stuff before I went to sleep, because I didn't want any excuses in the morning. So it was all there in the bathroom, everything I could need. Wasn't going to wake the kids up. So when I did wake up this morning, thinking, oh, my alarm hasn't gone off. Feels like I should be getting up now. And then I saw it was like 8:30. Oh, I was in such a bad mood. I needed my man cave. So again I thought, right, I'm going to have to go at 10:30 after dropping the kids off in the kids club. How am I going to make sure I go? Well, I'm going to put my running stuff on, well, my shorts anyway for breakfast, so at least I've got them on, so there's no, I can't be bothered to get changed. So that's another trick in case you are not too keen on the idea of doing a run on a day. Stick your clothes on, so when you have finished what you got to do, then you're ready, no excuses. Of course, once I had got out, within 4 minutes or so, you know, it's a mental and a physical thing as well. Just finished mine for the day, says Chris. Yeah, feeling it. I don't know whether you normally run 3 days in a row, Chris, or not, but it's anyone starting this challenge, yeah, you might get a surprise. You know, this is how people get injured. You know, it's important to remember that the body, however you want to class it, the brain is like monitoring everything the whole time. It's monitoring the feedback from the chemicals, it's monitoring what you're thinking, obviously, because it's a brain. So when you get to, like, if you never do 3 days in a row and suddenly you're going to do 3 days in a row, your brain knows about it. Okay, not to separate the two because it's all you, obviously, but yeah, so you've got to make sure that you haven't gone too hard on day 1 and 2. You've got to make sure the nervous system doesn't feel threatened too much, and obviously the tissues themselves aren't going to start sending back too much kind of information to the brain going, we're knackered. But anyway, 4 or 5 minutes into the run I felt great. I didn't fancy going down to, man, I don't like the goats. Thank you, Ruth, for your feedback yesterday saying goats are just like sheep. Yeah, they're not quite like sheep because they've got these massive big F-off horn things curling around their ears and they look mean. I appreciate that we had this conversation around dinner last night. I said, I've been told they're just like sheep, just shoo them away. But then someone goes, oh yeah, but they are famous for butting you. And I'm like, well, which is it then? Do goats butt you using their horns, or do they run away like sheep? Because you can't have a reputation for butting people if you're just a docile little sheep. You know what I mean? Oh, hi Ruth, thanks for joining us. I was just thanking you for your advice yesterday about the rams. Yeah, I decided I didn't want to see any rams. I want to enjoy my run. And yesterday was just ridiculous. Yesterday when I went in the morning at 6 o'clock, they were everywhere. They were crossing the road in front of me. And I just don't trust them. You know, I know people who, okay, I know people who've been beaten up by cows when they were out running. Okay, that's why I don't go running on the downs by myself. I go in a pack. I need to be surrounded by people who are going to protect me. But John Ricks, okay, he got put in hospital by a cow. He was out with his dogs running on the downs, And yeah, he got put into hospital because the cows all turned on him. I don't trust animals. You know, so this morning I decided, right, I don't want to go anywhere near anything which I can't stand on. So yeah, so I decided to do some repeats. I found this nice long road or track which just led to this beautiful mountain in the distance. It was 1.5 miles more or less to the end and kind of back. So I just thought, fine, let's just knock them out. There was no goats, there was just a few kittens, and kittens are fine because one, they're not going to get nasty with you, and two, you can generally handle a kitten, especially if you've got a size 14 feet. So anyway, so yeah, today was very hot. I don't want to do it again tomorrow. I don't want heat to be the main factor on this. But so yeah, tomorrow I'll be going 6:15 again. Was I thinking anything particular today whilst I was running? Any pearls of wisdom or advice? Not really. It was just the idea of just if you are, you know, feeling a bit off and you've got a session tomorrow and mentally you're not really prepared for it, just the old trick of lay out your clothes the night before. Even put on, let's get rid of that. Even put on your clothes, you know, during work, or if you've got to do something in the morning, stick your clothes underneath so you can't take that excuse out of the way. Oh, here we go. Caprophobia is fear of goats. Not coprophilia. No, that's totally different. No, caprophobia. Oh, thanks, Ruth. You're just full of information. Yeah, maybe I've got caprophobia. I've just got a phobia of being in someone else's backyard. You know, I remember we went out running once with Dave Cummins, little Dave, who people from Brighton will know. And we went out running at night time with what was then British Military Fitness. Yeah, with head torches and all that. And we were running over the downs with cows everywhere, kind of sitting down. You can see their eyes turning around, looking at you. And Dave's just a monster anyway, but he was just saying, oh no, they don't bother you, they're fine, they're fine. And I'm thinking, no, but I'm running in through their lounge. If you were sitting at home watching TV and suddenly someone comes running through your lounge, you're going to be a little bit annoyed. So I just thought, I don't like going too much where invading animals' homes, because they've got every right to attack me, force me to go away. I know, a bit of an idiot. But anyway, tomorrow back to 6:15. And get rid of this heat. Anyway, right, that's it. I don't want to keep your time anymore. Just a quick mention that if you are thinking, oh, I want to do 10Ks in a row, do your 10 in 10, then you can still start. The offer is still there. For every 10K you complete, I will give you a £10 voucher towards the Runchatlive conference happening in Brighton, UK, October 31st. So if you manage to do 10Ks in a row, and you can split them up like Chris Kitson is doing. He's being very sensible, doing 5K or so in the morning and then 5K in the afternoon, so you can still post his 10K. That's fine. You haven't got to run the whole 10K, you know, especially if this is slightly more than you'd normally do, then you can walk some of it and run some of it. But yeah, if you manage to get up into 10 days of 10K, then I will gladly give you a code worth £100 off a ticket for the conference. And that's on top of any code which already exists. So if you're a student watching this, or you know any students who would like to go along to the conference, if they can do or get someone to do a 10-day streak of 10K runs, then they're going to get it for free for a day, because the student price on this is only about, I think if I remember rightly, 95 quid or something. So you got a free entrance. In fact, I think it means I'm going to have to give you a £5 to come along, which is stupid. But anyway, all details are on rcl2019.eventbrite.com. Fantastic lineup of speakers. I really can't wait. Tickets are going now. I was a bit worried at the beginning. Probably about, I haven't checked for a while, but probably about 40 places left out of a potential 100, 110 to be comfortable. I can open up the sides to make it more if the demand is there. But yeah, so don't hang around too much. Get your ticket now, and like I say, if you want to get 100 quid off, 10K, 10 days, that's what it is. Right, loads of people started watching. I feel like I should say something, but no, I've got to go and have some of this Not to make you feel jealous or anything, but hey, I'm on holiday. What am I going to do? Right, thanks for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. If there's anything particularly you want me to talk about tomorrow in this little chit chat, anything about running, then stick something in these comments. Don't mind using the time to say something useful. So yeah, use the comments if there's anything, you got any questions, or even if there's a particular, I can't diagnose obviously, but if there's any particular problems or issues you're having, I'll use this half hour to have a little chat. And if you are going to start the 10k, then make sure you do tag us in Runchatlive and also the hashtag Runchatlive, so I know that you've started it, and you're going to have to put proof of your 10k every day. Okay, you don't have to start today, you don't have to start tomorrow, but I need you to finish by the end of August, so start soon. Right, bye bye all, take care. You're listening to Runchatlive podcast, putting the evidence back into running injury and performance.